What is going on, guys? Welcome to the 7th episode of my Slayer alt series, and I'm actually pretty excited to do this episode because I have actually gotten a ton done since the last episode came out. I've been doing some construction, lots and lots of strength and Slayer training, which Slayer training still a little bit slower than I would want it to be, but progress is picking up. Speeds are getting faster because of strength levels getting up there, so my DPS is getting better, so I am getting faster experience in faster levels. Obviously, longer levels means more loot at the end when I sell everything and show you guys how much I've made for the levels. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into what I have been up to. Alright, so first things first, I want to show all of you beautiful people my nice new house. So over the past couple weeks, I did do some construction here and there. Got up to level 50 construction, and that was mainly for the altar and the glory. I mean, really, what else do I need? So for this, I ended up building had a workshop in here, and I made crude chairs all the way to level 33 using the workbench, and I just made flat packs, so I never had to put the house into building mode. Once I hit level 33, obviously did oak larders up to level 50, and level 50 is pretty much as far as I'm going to go for the time being. I can build a portal chamber. Once I get desert treasure done, I'm going to go ahead and get all the portals in my house so I get teleports to everywhere I need to go. For now, teleports aren't that much of a concern as long as I have the altar to recharge my prayer after tasks and the glory amulet to get back to Edgeville and use the fairy ring to Zenaris. I'm pretty much set, and this is pretty much a godsend because before I got the construction levels for this, I was using prayer potions to get back up to prayer after tasks when I was at 0, so altar is definitely going to save me a ton of money and time instead of running to the monastery or some other altar to recharge my prayer. One thing I cannot stress to you guys that have mid-level accounts or lower-level accounts that are hurting for some cash and need some money is do your farm runs. Farm runs are not that expensive if you do it the right way. The way I do it, the overhead is low and it gets me a decent amount of extra money on the side because without these farm runs, there is no possible way that I could keep this account afloat once I get into the higher levels because of how many prayer potions I'm going to be using when my tasks get bigger, when they get longer, harder NPCs to fight. So you can do Renars at level 32 farming, but the overhead with Renars is incredibly expensive. The seeds are expensive, and you have to get at least 5 to 6 Renar weeds per plant to actually break even. Anything after that is profit. Now you can make a lot more profit off of Renars than you can on Toadflax, which is what I'm doing, but the overhead for Toadflax is almost non-existent. For a farm run to be profitable with Toadflax, you need to get a total of just about 7 Toadflax total throughout your whole farm run to make your money back. And right here I just got 6. I have 15 from some other patches. So I'm already in the profit zone with the Toadflax for this farm run. I did have one die. One of my Toadflax Lindsaya died. But I'm making money, and with one normal farm run with Toadflax. Bro, you lied. I know. I'm not 99 Slayer yet. But thanks for noticing. Anyways, with the farm runs, it's guaranteed money with Toadflax. There's nothing that you can do to not make money on a Toadflax farm run. It is very unlikely that all 5 or 6, if you have 6 herb patches of your seeds, they're all going to die. It's very unlikely. So if you're looking for a way to make some quick money with a low overhead, do your farm runs, do a Slayer task. After your Slayer task, do a farm run. Go get a new Slayer task. Do that one, do a farm run, and I guarantee you will be surprised at the profit that comes in and what it will help you afford down the road. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into what kind of loot I have gotten since the last video. So up on the screen now, you'll see the loot that I got from level 68 to 69 Slayer. Total of 1,136,823 GP. I was lucky enough to get a Blue Dragons task here in this level, so that got me about 600k right there, and then the rest, some random stuff. Herbs had a pretty decent Renar stack for this level, 12 of them. Some rune items from some clues I did. Into level 69 to 70, well, this was just an absolutely terrible disappointment. I just had bad task after bad task throughout this whole entire level, but I'm really trying to save the Slayer points, so even if it is a bad money making task at this point, I am just kind of going ahead and doing them. Into level 70 to 71, 2.23 million GP from this level, and the majority of that is coming from, once again, the Blue Dragon Hides and the Dragon Bones. I actually had 2 Blue Dragon tasks throughout this level, and 15 Renars gave me 111k up there, and obviously the other random goodies. The 6 rune full helms and 7 rune kite shields actually came from the jellies that are in the catacombs of Karen. They are a lot more powerful than the ones in the Slayer cave, and obviously they drop some better, more consistent stuff. Into level 71 and 72, 568k from this level. Once again, this was another level where I just wasn't getting very many good tasks, but I did get my first Kurosk task from this level. So as you can see in there, that loot, the rune longswords, rune axes, mystic robe top, got one of those, and some of the other stackables. Level 72 to 73 was only 447k as well. It seems like if I don't get a Blue Dragon task in one of these levels, my loot is pretty crap. But again, that's because my Slayer level is still pretty low. I haven't gotten up to gargoyles and neckrails yet, but I'm still making enough with my farm runs to actually support this account without any outside help from anyone else or my main account. Alright, before we jump into the progress that I've made since the last episode and showing you guys the current bank, it is time for some upgrades. So right here, 5.1 mil cash stack, and that's what I've gotten from all of my drops as well as my farm run. So it is finally time to upgrade that old Dusty Glory to a Fury Amulet. So go ahead and get that. And because I like to be all matchy and stuff, I have a Zamorak Unholy Book, the Zamorak Cloak, and just because I like red and I want everything to match, I'm going to go ahead and get one of those too. Apparently I'm not going to get one of those because it's not selling for higher than what it's listed as, so let's go ahead and try that again. So 174k, and I got one. Still 2 mil left, so actually I'm going to go ahead and restock on some supplies while I'm here, because I am going to need those down the road. Some super strength potions as well. Go ahead and get 50 of those, and yeah, some super attacks to go along with them. Oops. And 50 of those. So 50 pure sets and 100 prayer pots. That should last me a good while. Still 945k left over just in case I need anything. So let's go ahead and jump into my stat increases. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, I am up to level 50 construction from level 1. And I got the 2 rooms that I really need in my house for the time being, which is the altar room and the glory room. Portals will be coming in the future. As far as the more important stats go that pertain to this account, for hit points, I'm up to level 77 from level 72 on the last episode. And in the strength department, I'm actually up a ton from level 82 last episode, and I'm now level 87, which is a good amount of XP, over 1 million XP, and the XP is really starting to come a lot faster as my strength level gets higher because of those higher hits and a higher DPS. And for the Slayer skill, I am up 5 levels from level 68 to level 73, and I am very excited about that, because I'm getting very close to gargoyles. I can already kill ancient wyverns, even though I don't have, obviously, the range level to probably do any damage to them, but I can do wyverns. And my total level, you'll see, is at 998. I am only 2 levels away from 1,000 total, and my combat level is currently sitting at level 77. And it is crazy to think that this account will max out at level 86 combat, so only 9 levels to go until this account's combat won't get any higher. Alright, so now let's go ahead and check out the old bank. So up here at the top you can see that the bank is currently worth 11.6 mil, which is awesome. I finally broke that 10 mil bank worth milestone, and it only took me about 5 weeks. Like I've said over and over, I'm not helping this account with my main. This account is all entirely self-sustained. So 955k cash stack at the moment, so now that is going to start accumulating, and my next purchase is going to be for a berserker ring, because I'm currently using this trash warrior ring, and I guess it's decent because of the slash bonus for the dragon scimitar. What else do I have in here? Farming supplies for my herb runs. Currently got 252 toad flax in here, and that's 750k just about. The supplies that you guys saw me buy earlier, my brand new Unholy Blessing and Amulet of Fury, finally. And I ended up actually getting a dragon sword, and this was a idea from a viewer who left it on the comments of my last episode, because I was using the leaf-bladed sword to kill blue dragons, which was okay, but the dragon sword, even though the stab bonus is 2 lower than the leaf-bladed sword, the strength bonus is, I believe, 17 higher than the leaf-bladed sword. So even because it's lacking those 2 slash bonus, it still is far superior when killing dragons with stab, because like the leaf-bladed sword, it still only gives strength and hit points XP on the stab method. So if you are a level 60 attack pure, definitely consider using the dragon sword, because it actually has helped a ton with my dragon tasks. It makes them so much faster. Elsewhere in the bank, rune stacks are still getting higher, and the reason I haven't been including these in my total loot is because I'm saving them for use. I am going to train magic with all these, and I want to try to buy the least amount of runes that I possibly can throughout this account and throughout this series. So right now I've got 1500 chaos runes, 500 and some deaths, and 1800 bloods, and 2500 nature runes. The nature runes are definitely stacking up. Down here we've got the loot tab, all nice and organized. This is where I keep all the loot from all my levels. Not much in here right now because I just got a Slayer level and I'm still working on the next one. And like I said, I told you guys before, I am going to collect Guams, Marentails, Terramins, and Hairlanders all the way to level 99. Just for fun, just to see how much I end up with. And Dark Totems are coming along nicely, and I actually have considered and thought about saving all the Dark Totems that I get until level 99 Slayer and doing a whole bunch of Scotizos. I think that would be cool, and I think that would be really cool for like the end of this series. So those are going to keep stacking up over time, and the rest is just junk. This is all loot down here from actually +1ing raids. So this is just hanging out down here, and I don't intend to use it because that would kind of come from getting help from my main. So all this is just going to sit down here and stack up, and one day whenever there's a whole ton of it, I'm going to trade it over to my main. So none of this is going to be used on this account. This is just being down here, kept in safekeeping. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up episode 7 for my Slayer Pierce series. As always, I want to thank all of you for watching. I want to thank all of you for subscribing, and questions and comments that you guys leave down below. With that said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up down below. They really help the video get around. And if you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down below, and I will try to get to every single one that I possibly can. If you haven't done so yet, please don't forget to tap that subscribe button on your way out. I will see you guys on the next episode. Take it easy, everybody.